Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Natalie, I teach the art of hand balancing, and this video is about handstands that you commonly find in yoga flows. So I myself really like to do yoga, especially in the past year where we had to be at home so much. I really liked home practice yoga videos. And then very often in the yoga flow, I find myself in some shape or situation and suddenly it's time for handstands, and that every time takes me by surprise, and I always feel like, whoa, my body is not at all in a position to do a handstand now. And then I think, well, if that's difficult for me, it must be difficult for a lot of other people. So I'm going to go through three most common yoga handstand positions and exits into the handstand that I have encountered, and I'm going to give you some advice on how to manage those situations within your yoga practice better, and how I have solved those particular problems. So, one thing that I encounter often, that we are in a downward facing dog, and then the task is to float up and jump up into a handstand. So, what I usually find very difficult here is that my feet are so far away from my hands that I feel like if I now bend my legs, I am just so far away from having my arms over my shoulders over my wrists, that it feels really challenging. So it feels very risky for me to then jump into this talk. So I find it's possible, but I really have to jump very much. So the way that I try to do that usually is I very sneakily step my feet a tiny bit further in. So that already makes a gigantic difference for me, because then I feel like if I now jump, the way towards having my wrists aligned is so much quicker. And then from here you have two options. You have the sneaky option that I do, where I now try to get my shoulders as fast as possible over my wrists and round the back. Into the tuck, or you fully embrace the situation and jump into your shoulder opening, disregarding everything about rounding the back whatsoever, and you try to drive the hips back as much as possible. And in that case, I would recommend to you that you keep the legs as compact as possible, so as compressed and pulled towards you as possible as you can. And you can then stay either in a tuck or a pike. That's how it looks. Into the pike. So my legs are as low as possible, and I've just fully jumped into my shoulder opening. Or a tuck, same thing. I've just straight away fully jumped into my shoulder opening, or to straight line. But I have to pass this position where I jump into the shoulder opening, so that I then at least have my shoulders aligned above the wrists. So these are the two ways I solve this dilemma. The other one is to go up into a handstand from a standing split. Now again, I find that so difficult that basically I always have to just slightly adjust my position to make it into the handstand. So from a standing split, again, I am just too close to my leg, and it's really difficult to press up from here and to press at all. So in that case, again, I try to just bring my hands a little bit further out, and from here it's much easier to press. And if that doesn't work, then do a little swing and a jump. Add the little jump. It will make it so much more likely for you to go up into a handstand from the standing splits and adjust the hands. The next thing is to press up from a straddle forward fold. So in my straddle forward fold, I am in such a deep bend that my arms, basically my head is on the floor, and my legs are too wide for me to press. It's possible, but I'm gonna really struggle because not only are my legs too close to my hands, but they're also too wide. So again, from here, what I usually do is I adjust my position, I bring the hands a bit further forward, I shimmy my feet in, and then I can press. So those are my solutions for the 3 most common problems I have encountered in yoga practices when it comes to doing a handstand. I hope that this has made your own yoga practice better. Please do share your thoughts. I'm very curious how this helped you. And thank you very much for watching. I shall see you in the next video.